YouTube. What is up? Kid Cudi here, bringing you some more Battlefield 4 gameplay. And today, what I'm going to be talking about is growing up, and that growing up really sucks. And what you're going to be seeing in the background is some MTAR 21 gameplay with the blue camo. I don't know what camo this is, like the blue camo you get from destroying all with the boats and stuff like that. And I don't know if I'm going to show the whole gameplay. This is a 16-minute gameplay if I didn't edit anything out, which I'm probably going to. But it's 16 minutes. And I go 24-0. I was one short of the tactical nuke, which is 25 kills without dying. And there's no like boom in this game. There's no actual nuke that ends the whole game, but it's just 25 kills without dying. And I was one short of that because everybody left the game because I was just killing everybody, and I guess they started rage quitting. But let me get into the topic today, and I just want to talk about how growing up sucks. And so what I mean by that is it really sucks. Like, I don't know. I can't really explain it any better than that. It just really sucks. Whenever you were young, you always wish that, you can grow up. Your parents always got on your nerves, always telling you what to do, always telling you what not to do with your money and what to do with it. Even when they gave you your allowance or something like that, or you worked for it, they would still try to, I don't know, like control you, and you always want to be independent. You always kept saying to yourself, man, I can't wait to get out of this house. I can't wait to get rid of my parents. It's just, I want to be on my own. I want to do whatever I want to do. You've always wanted to do something like that, and then you grow up, and then you're on your own, and then you realize, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, what was I thinking? It's not as fun. I don't want to say it's not as fun as you think, but it's just not. It's not what I expected it to be. It's not. I don't think what everybody expects it to be when they're like little kids and they're just talking about, or teenagers. You're growing up, all the hormones and all that stuff. All hormones are going everywhere. You're growing up. You're into girls and boys now. If you're a female or male, or if you're male, you like males. Whatever, that's fine. I'm not judging you. That's what you like. That's what you like. I'm no judger. I mean, I treat everybody the same. I don't care if you're gay. I don't. Whatever. I'm getting off topic, but I really don't care if whatever race or whatever sexual preference you have. It doesn't matter to me. You're a person, and if you're a good person, that's all that matters. So it shouldn't matter at all. So I just kind of got off topic right there, but so I just really want to talk about growing up, and it just really sucks. You've always wanted to be, I don't know, you want to be independent, and then you grow up and you realize it's not as fun as you want. I mean, I know you got that paycheck, you do whatever you want with your money, you can buy, I don't know, the new, whatever you want to buy. People go out and buy cars. If you're a gamer, you go out and buy a new game. Maybe you go buy whatever you want to buy. It doesn't matter. It's your money, and I need it now. It's just your money, and you can do whatever you want to. There's no more parents controlling you, whatever you want to do with it. You just do whatever. It's just about you now. You're independent. You're on your own, and it's just not like I always thought it would be. It's just, I really sometimes when I come home from work, or I do something, I don't know, something that has grown up. And when you're growing up, people expect you to act a certain way. It's no longer you can act like a kid. Once you reach a certain age, people expect you to grow up. It's just they expect you to act a certain way. You can't act like you would normally, I guess, would when you're, I don't know, hanging out with friends. People expect you to be grown up, and I don't know, I'm not really, I'm grown, I guess, in eyes, and my age says I'm a grown up, but I'm always acting like a kid. I'm always a kid at heart, and I always just wish I could just go back to watching cartoons, eating, I don't know, eating ice cream, I don't know, late at night. I can do that anytime I want, but I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying. I just wish I can go back and just watching cartoons, not worry about anything, sleeping in my pajamas. I don't know, back in like elementary school, we have like nap time, and then you go to high school and it's just nothing but work and work and work. It just gets boring after a while. It just gets tedious. I just wish I can go back to being a young kid again with no worries in the world, not really knowing what's going on in the world with all the problems that are going on in the world with all this type of stuff, the political stuff, any type of problems you could think of, like first world problems, third world problems, all that. When you're a kid, you don't know what's really going around you in the world. It's just you and cartoons and I don't know, whatever you would watch back then in the day. I don't know, Teletubbies. I don't know. I used to watch Teletubbies. I used to watch Barney. I used to watch Sesame Street. I used to watch all that. And now it's just, I mean, I could watch it now, but that'd be kind of weird. But not really. I mean, I still watch it. I don't care. I watch those 4 freaking Teletubby things. what are they? I don't even know their names anymore. Poe, Tinky Winky, Lala, and did I say Poe already? That's the thug right there. The red one, that's the Poe, right? Thug. Doesn't Tinky Winky have like a purse? That's the purple one with the purse, right? I don't know. There's like green, yellow, purple, and red. I don't know what the colors are for, but yeah. So it's just I wish I can really go back to those days when I really didn't have to worry about anything and just I don't know, just have fun. You can't really do that anymore once you grow up. It's just not the same anymore. It's just maybe yeah, you get that paycheck, you get to do whatever you want, but it's taxes, you got bills to pay, you got all this. There's people who work 40 hours a day. There's people who work up to like 70 hours a day, 5 days a week, 7 days a week. And who really wants to do that once you're grown up? Nobody really wants to do that. You get home, you're tired, you're just exhausted, and it's just not the same when you're a little kid. It's just I really wish I can go back and not wish that I would ever grow up, because I used to wish that all the time. I used to just every birthday I just used to wish that I can grow up and get out of this house or something like that, and like go outside and like I don't know, find a wishing star or a clover and start I don't know whatever you would think superstitious to wish for. But I would always wish for like growing up, whenever I can grow up, be on my own, be this man that I always thought I was gonna be, like the superhero, all this stuff that when you're a kid you just think of I don't know stupid stuff, and it's just not the same anymore. And that's all I really want to talk about in this gameplay. And yeah, it's just growing up sucks. It's just not the same anymore. I just really wish I was a kid, being back, eating cereal, doing all this, playing outside, hide and seek, kickball. Oh my gosh, dodgeball, all the stuff that you can do when you're a little kid, hanging with friends. I don't know, building tree forts, building pillow forts with covers and stuff like that, having sleepovers with your best friends and all that stuff. It's just not the same anymore. You can't do that. If you do that when you're like 30 or something like that, you're weird. I mean, it's not that you're weird. I mean, I think it's all fine, but people look at you weird because you're grown up and people expect you to act a certain way when you really don't want to. You just put on a suit and tie, and you have to dress nice. You have to dress a certain way where you can grow up, and you got to go to work and work for somebody and all this stuff, and you start hating. I don't know. Yeah, I don't hate my work. I don't hate what I do, but it's definitely not being a kid, and that's why I wish I could be a kid again. I wish I can go back in my childhood, which it wasn't like the greatest childhood ever. It's not like I had everything. I wasn't like a millionaire child, one of the child celebrities. I have everything, but it was my childhood. You always will cherish those moments when you were a child, all the things that you missed, all the things that you loved, and you can't really do that anymore now that you've grown up, and it just sucks. So if you're like a teenager watching this video who's 16 or something like that, I mean, I'm 20, but I mean, I'm basically still a teenager in a way, and at heart, I'm like 10. So if a girl is doing me, she's sleeping with a 10-year-old. So let her know that she's sleeping with a 10-year-old at heart, and she may get freaked out, but she's sleeping with an underage guy. So I may look 20, but I'm really like 10. So yeah, so it's just you can't do the same thing. You can't do the same thing anymore. Trust me, whenever you get independent, you get on your own. Yes, you may love it, but you're just gonna really find out that it's not like being a child anymore. You're really gonna wish you were a child with no worries, letting your mom and dad take care of you and all this stuff. It's just not the same. And that's all I really want to talk about in this gameplay. And hopefully you enjoyed the little commentary. And if I have anything else like this, I'm always gonna do commentaries, which whatever's on my mind, whatever's like I'm thinking about during the day, probably at work. Hey, maybe I'm thinking about this. I was thinking about this at work, and just like walking home and stuff like that, and doing other activities. Maybe I was thinking about this while I was sitting on the toilet, because you get good ideas sitting on the toilet. I mean, that's where most of my good ideas come from, the toilet and the shower. But hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I'll try to do more commentaries like this if you enjoyed it. And let me know if you enjoyed it in the comments, or just give it a like. And peace out, YouTube.